would say something about Linux. This is open operation system. Everybody has source and can do something with this operating system. This is Linux Ubuntu. It's very simple for users. Graphic interface is not hard. On the left side we have menu with launchers. If we click only one, then start a program will be here. This is not Windows. Application for Windows don't work on Linux. But when we install Wine on Linux, we can run this application or install more libraries to run something, games, software, or what we want from to Windows application.
I have a question, because why would somebody like to emulate Windows applications on Linux? Only if they just don't exist for Linux, or is it just more stable in some cases?
Because not all software to Linux be advanced. AutoCAD is better, but if we find programs to Linux who have that same not have advanced functions, then be good. Because AutoCAD have a bigger experience, and we must run this software. We have substitutes of software. This is a very little list. We need Norton Commander, we have Midnight Commander. When we have Office, then we have Open or LibreOffice. This is the same. Sometimes we have problems with macro, because this Visual Basic very difficult to translate to something different. Adobe Photoshop can run on Linux because Mac have the same structure. Then we can run this Wine on install play on Linux. A little advanced program is Gim. This is like Photoshop, but Photoshop is better at this moment. Compared to Lightroom, is raw therapy is good. I sometimes use this if I have raw format and I need to do something with photos. To 3D graphics, we have Blender. This is good program. I never use it. I only look what is this. This is very hard graphics. We have antivirus for Linux. I use it using ClamAV. It's very good. Have graphic user interface if somebody need. But I like console. Yes.
But do people actually create viruses for Linux?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is harder because structure in Linux is complicated. Have permission, have groups, be secure, but we can write a virus to Windows. This is not very hard. To rockets, we have RP Hunter. This program don't have graphic user interface. When we want burn CD, we have the 0, for GNOME. This is GNOME, this interface. But when we have KDA, we have K3B. It's good, very simple to write something to compact disk. To simple editing movies, we have demos for Windows, but in Linux we have PTV. It's a very advanced program. We have codecs when we want to play movie. Web browsers, Firefox, Chromium, links without graphic user interface. Linux have different structures because root main directory tree is like main partition. Can have catalogs or another catalogs who can be partitioned. Example, home can be on root, or we can create a partition for this. And we have there all information about users. If we have mail on Thunderbird or different program, Firefox, documents, we have this on this partition. We can cryptate this. When we install it operation system, we must mark these options and our password to be key. We can make crypted partition, but this is complicated. It's not for beginners. Our devices could be storage, CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, HDD, CCD, and other, be mounted in these two places. In the past, here, now here. Our configuration to operation system is here, etc. Sometimes programs installed be here or here. Swap is very interesting because this is like virtual memory in Windows, but in Linux work better. We can create this to separate partition on root. But when we have separate partition, it's better.
Why?
Because have place. We decorate let's say what we have memory or smaller, higher, bigger. What we need.
But it's so it's like a page file, but on a fixed partition that's dedicated to that.
Yes. Okay. Temporary. We know what is this. This is cleanet system. Do it itself. CBIN. This is storage scripting system. Oh, and something different in the Linux. We don't have this in Windows. Here in div, we have files with information about a device. What computer all devices have created files. System procedure have information about what we have. We can take information about CPU from console. and we have information what our CPU have from console. We can use for this something with graphic interface. All information about. Page tab, this is system monitor, it's very simple, it's nice. To information about system using processors or memory. Please look to
So it's like
memory.
the task manager window, right?
Yes, only 2 gigabytes. Can you check your Windows?
What do you want to check?
Memory is using.
How much it's using?
Yes.
3.4.
Programs running. I have here system monitor, Firefox, and software to read PDF. What do you have?
Thunderbird, Iron, and Explorer. And a lot of background processes.
Yes. And Windows eat more memory. To create partition, this is not hard. This is very simple to normal users because we must create root, swap, and home. But we must know how many files we have and how big is this. My disk is not very good. This is my advice to install. 10 or 20 gigabytes to root, swap that same what we have memory. When we want to install Linux, we don't must look like Windows. Very hard CPU, big memory. This is not important. I have good CPU. My memory is 4, but 2 be good for start system softwares. Sometimes I must use it. Swap. On my website I have information how to install with screenshots in Polish and English. It's very simple because when we have bought many from pen drive or CD, we can choose try and install or only install. This option is try and install. Then we have launcher menu. We can using like normal operation system, but faster is when we install it with drivers upgrades.
So you can have it portable on a USB stick, for example, without
Yes.
installing on the hard drive.
Create this pen drive is very simple. Program who can create bootable pen drives. Only that. This is first window who we see when we chose try and install. Next is window to install. We select that language, what we want. We have many of lot languages, but we can use Polish keyboard, but GUI and operation system can be in English or Spanish. This is not a problem. We can choose from many keyboards what we need. Next steps. Sometimes we have a problem with license. So that the problems be that we must mark what we need to install. This is this information, and we can select options. Install updates when we install a operating system. We must not do that now, but when we install it without this, then installation be faster, few minutes, when we have CCD disk. But HDD is not very fast, the installation be longer. Next window is to create a partition. When we have new empty disk, we must create partition. Install this automatically, or we can choose what we want. I chose something else because when I install a new distribution, because I use it only LTC, then I mark something else. Then I have something this. Table of partition. All partition be here. This is first logical disk. Inside I have root, swap and home. I can distort this partition, format, or do nothing. But if we need to create a new partition or select it, then we must click here twice, and we have a window with information what we want to do. Change system files, change destination, format, yes or no. When we install a system, we do not format home, because we lose everything information. When we install system, all information be there. You can destroy system, but all files be safety. When you log into system, you have everything. All GUI, what you make, what you create here, be safety. All mails, documents, and settings. This is a warning, what we do, and information. We can select time zone. We have all. Mexico, Krakow, China is big, Japan, what we want. Keyboard allowed. Specification we have in Poland, Polish programmers. This is QWERTY. And who are you? This window is to create, the step is to create users who can log in to root and run something like root. Administrator. We can give these rights to different users, but we don't do that. We don't need this. Very important information is when we using Linux. if we need to run program who need rights, administrative rights, we have Windows with password. Then if somebody don't know this password, you can nothing. If you leave your laptop, you don't lock it, then somebody can destroy your files. This is not a problem. We have programs to recover this, but can touch the system. Very good program for this is Synaptic. This is this window. Authentication. I must enter my password and program be loaded. You don't want to be on projector. I have screenshots. This is a window with installation progress. Here we have information what to do. This can take a few minutes. But when we must download that updates, I don't know what have internet connection, here it will be faster. And window with information, we can testing on using live version or restart computer. Then start our installed system. Synaptic packet manager is very simple. Look like that. So in the left column have category, radio, applications, administration systems, website, servers, emails. And when we click to something, in here down we have a few words about this program, library or tools. What do? It's very simple with using and have information. You can't uninstall this because you can broken system. But if we want, we can do that. Because this is not like in Windows. Windows know better. You can do that. Then when we have a problem with something, we can do nothing. We can run with super user, and you must do it. And destroy something, delete files. This is sometimes good when you have viruses. Then we can destroy all files with the viruses or only virus, because system cannot say to us, you can do it. But this is very dangerous for users because it can destroy the operating system. And better updates, we must mark that here the settings. When we click repository, we can choose more repository with software or updates for our operating system. And something else, we can change drivers here, because these tools finding what we have and what we need. When we install better driver, will not be on install disk, then we have better functionality. CPU can working better with self options. can find packets. This is fine, because we need program or tools who do something, but we don't know this program. Then we can find this because we have keywords. We need information who can create or read PDF. We enter this word, and this program find in a repository because have information about it.
So it's like an app store, right?
Yeah. But we have something like App Store, but I don't use it that, and I can show at some moment. We like the same. You can buy something, because not all software will be free, and if you pay for this.
So you will have to, in case we need a program that you need to read a PDF. So you look for the program, then you have to download it, or how you do it?
If you find this and click to install, you have here API. Then you
But the repository itself is online, right?
yes, this is much servers on
Okay,
all countries. We have Poland, but I don't remember who have. But we don't must using servers from Poland.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe somebody want to run Linux from live pendrive, live version
We don't
on
know
self
how.
computer. I know how, and I have pendrive with that same.
I think I have external hard drive.
No, if he has it on the pen drive.
Ah, right.
I have here a live version.
Alright.
I can bought on your laptop if you want.
Alright. And if we want to use the other version, like start,
Other version?
not the other version, I mean the other way, not on pin.
Yes, we can use external disk.
So what do you recommend to do?
Pendrive you can have in pocket, but if you have external disk, this is bigger, have cable. I have CCD disk with multi-boot, 2 services if somebody wants something, and in pocket I have always this.
Alright.
Maybe break a few minutes,
No, I'm
I'm
okay.
because
okay.
I might be doing something.
No.
Alright, no, if you.
So this actually allows you to choose, even if you use the pen drive, it allows you to boot from Windows, right? The first one would be boot from the original system?
Yes.
Okay.
The system could be installed
Mhm.
on this
On the computer.
on the computer. But when we have run this something from pen drive in this laptop, we must find button for this. This is A8 options, and we must choose
The USB.
Universal Serial Bus Hard Drive, my pen drive. Then we have multi-boot. Must choose Linux. Probably that.
64, I think I have 64.
Try
Okay, without
Ubuntu
installation.
without installing. Sometimes we must waiting longer. You can check what do when you use escape. This is text information about system what do now, or what have errors. Start from pen drive is not very fast. And we have the same what we have on screen. We have support to Bluetooth. Select the language, keyboard, information about battery, sounds, and Wi-Fi when you want to use. This is this. Working, we have internet connection. We have Firefox.
So it's just one click, right?
Yes, in this launcher only one click. But when you have something on desktop, you must click twice. You can read information, everything working. If we want to write something, we have LibreOffice.
We don't have
Working
nothing like,
like,
Office, right? Word and Excel and things like that.
This is the same.
It's the same.
Yes.
Right.
So why would somebody choose Linux over Windows?
Linux don't must have a stronger computer.
Okay, yeah.
Linux is free
And yeah, that's what I was about to say.
and very functional if we need, and be very fast.
Mhm.
And you don't must install Windows.
Mhm, yeah, you
can
can
install something without price. This is
Yeah.
legal,
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
and you don't have problems with viruses
mhm.
because
Yeah.
this is very hard subject in this operating system. If we want to calculate something or presentation, working like Microsoft Office, and this is free. And this be like App Store,
Yeah, okay.
Ubuntu software. You can find something in what you want, or you have categories. Development tools. This is very advanced in Linux. But I don't tell something today.
And are there any things that a regular Windows user cannot do in Linux? Like, I don't know, does Flash work? It does, like basic things. Can you, if you're using your computer for like really normal everyday stuff, like, the document editing, websites, things like that, nothing advanced. Is there anything that is negative about Linux?
No, it's everything working. Everything is be simple for normal users.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I see problems with Photoshop
Okay.
when somebody want using extension from not Adobe.
Mhm.
Somebody creates something good, but this is typical Windows application. Then I have problems with working.
Yeah, but like for everyday simple usage, it's
It's
at
good.
least as good as Windows.
Yes. And this is information about updates. This is system settings.
Mhm.
Something like in Windows.
Mhm.
Apparents, we can choose something, we can change on desktop. Or chose only one color without gradient or with gradient. This is language support, language in operation system, keyboard, what we need.
Mhm.
Online accounts, to if we have cloud. security and privacy, configure Blue Touch. We don't need now that. Printers. Sometimes I find old printers who don't have drivers,
Yeah.
but at the same moment all printers have. If you want to scan something, you don't have a problem. You can use Linux and software who have for this. Xen is for scanning, but if you have printers with scanner, you can install driver.
Yeah.
You can use on network in company working. Installation is simple, but sometimes when we must find good drivers, because sometimes we problems with working, then we have few minutes more to install that. Sounds. Oh, and something good, color. If we need good color, we must choose. This is from HP, but we can find sRGB.
So like color profiles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tablets working, but I don't have. I can show. Displays like that same in Windows. When we use monitors, few, or we want a laptop with monitor or TV, we have here next devices and choose setting what we must have. If we need a network like in Windows to look files on the different computer in company or house, we have a software for the Samba. It's very simple, not complicated, working good and fast. Power setting, let's say lock screen or suspend, turn off hard disk.
Are there any particular things that are completely different than in Windows? Like any settings that are unique to Linux, for example, or that are in Windows but are missing from Linux?
Base is the same when we have graphic user interface.
Okay.
But if we need configure something, we have a problems. In Windows we have reg edit to change something in register. But in Linux we have configuration here. This is normal text. This is script.
Yeah.
With this up because this is bash, and we can, if we have permission,
And if we know what we are looking
user,
for.
we can check this. Yes, and we must know what we're looking for. But simple is that, because this is normal config file, but we can show source list. This is few servers who have a repository to our Linux. We can from finger add more, but we must add key because files be protected. We must know what we install in our system because we don't want malware or something to spy us.
Yeah. So what on a situation like a basic thing? I have Ubuntu running like this, and I want to download, I don't know, any VLC player, for example. So what is, because I know that the disk tree is different, right? So does it look different?
Process is simple. You can use this.
Okay, and if there is
Ubuntu
something
software.
that is not in the repository,
In other repository.
yeah, like VLC.
Yeah,
I know.
we
I
have-
think there. I just gave an example. I think there is a version for Linux that you can download from
we-
the website.
We
But
have packets to self-install.
Mhm.
.dab
Mhm.
dib. And this system have implement a software to install this.
Mhm.
But you must know password
Okay.
to be super user.
All right. Yeah,
But
that's what you
if
mentioned.
you
with the-
don't install something from repository, you can have problems with depends, because all libraries or extensions what program need.
Mhm.
In this packet be this information, but you must know what
Mhm.
to download.
Yeah. Of course, I'm talking about authorized and official software.
I like terminal. If I need something install, I use apt install, and we can install something, but we must use this program to super user to run something
Mhm.
as super user. This program is text
Mhm.
in console. If you need something advanced, you must using this. Please check how you can using. What do you think about this?
Well, the graphic interface looks, simple. What do you want? No idea what I could do over it. Do you want to do anything in particular? So, what application?
You don't mind, yeah?
No, we don't mind.
Sorry. What graphics stuff is it? Okay, yeah, I've used LibreOffice on regular PC, well, on Windows. I use Thunderbird now. So this is like the structure of the hard disk, right?
Yes.
So root would be the okay.
All folders and partition what we have.
Well, with the graphics user interface, it feels similar.
Yes.
It just looks a bit different, but the idea is the same. And the
All
buttons
Windows
are
be
the
different.
other way around, right?
We have 8 windows. Something different. Windows 10 is
Yeah,
different.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's only the layout that is different. Want to give it a go? I mean, it's nothing out of this world.
Yeah. Okay, so this one would be like Outlook or what?
Yeah.
Only one click here.
Oh yeah, sorry, only one. So you just have to set up your email and that's it, right?
Mhm.
Yes. It's simple, it's good. I have this to my mails. I don't have a problems. Be fast. I see in the past in Outlook few base, maybe 10 gigabytes. this is a very big base and be a problem.
Yeah.
But when we have small base, we don't have a problems with working. We have much more software.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think, like I was saying, if you're using your computer like for everyday, really basic, well, not really basic, like normal stuff, some maybe photo editing, but documents and YouTube and the internet, then it's basically this. Well, the software is more than enough, right?
Yes.
The basic available.
This is
repository.
installation system. Prepare for this. We
continue.
can we
Not
can
really.
stop this
Yeah.
at some moment. This is information what I took. Oh.
Secure the files, pictures.
This is home folder.
Mhm. And can you have multiple users? Like in Windows, that you have different users on the same system that have different access to different
Yes.
folders?
We can add that user
Mm-hmm.
from system settings.
Do you want to have a seat over here?
No. User.
All right. Yeah.
User accounts.
But this is something different because this is run from pendrive.
Yeah.
When we have install the system, we have information what we have, who I am here.
Mm-hmm.
We can add a
Mhm.
user, change rights.
Good.
You can restart computer. He bought from a hard disk. Shut down the last.
Sit down. All right. And sit down.
on the left.
No.
This one, restart.
Yes. Be fast.
And I think were some of the builds actually for sale? Were there some that you had to buy? Like I don't remember if it was Red Hat or.
This Ubuntu canonical have Mark Ubuntu. This is company.
Mm.
And have store. If you want to buy something, system on compact disk or pen or something else with logo Ubuntu.
Okay.
Then canonical sent to you from United Kingdom.
All right.
We have few versions, cloud, server, desktop. But for us it's desktop.
Yes, no,
This is information about and download desktop. We must know what we CPU have.
Mhm.
16.4 or 13.2 bits. This is the last long tested. It's very stable. Long-term support.
And again, can it be installed as on a pen drive as portable?
Yes.
Okay.
When we click download, then engine find from good servers can we download to fast, but we can choose what we want from we want. Recommended system request commands is not big. 2 GHz dual core processor, or better, 2 GB system memory, 25 GB of free hard drive space. And on this website we have very good manual. This is English version. We have this site in Podole. About more question or something what we don't know what is this, on my website I have dictionary. What is this? Beat, VOC, CMOS, partition, cylinder, in Polish and English. Or if somebody want information about something, you can write to me email and I make a text with this. On my website I have contact. Everyone can write to me if you want. Questions?
So why is it not on every computer? I mean, I know that Microsoft is extremely powerful and they have a lot of history and background, but what's your opinion?
All system or distribution have mistakes. I see one laptop who have one processor who not be supported.
For example.
Yes.
And what other disadvantages could you think of Linux? Right? Well, in Linux in general, not Ubuntu for example, but Linux in general. Except for the fact that we discussed, right, that not all software is available.
Gentle, but this is very hard for users and for me because this is for very advanced administrator people, not for all. But we can read on the internet. People buy new toy like that and install Linux and write something working or not. Or how do something if don't want to work. But when we buy good computers, I have Lenovo ThinkPad. This is good devices inside. Then I don't have a problems or distribution working. But sometimes we have a problems with laptops or tablets who be no name. Then we have sometimes a problem. This is all manufactured in China, but we don't know what have inside and when can work or not. Somebody must test this. We have on website ubuntu.com catalog with devices or laptops. What working, what don't want to working. In Poland we have laptops from store new or second hand. I have second hand, have few years, then almost working. I see only one laptop who have a problem with support. Only one.
And why did it have what was it hardware problem or?
No, Intel CPU Celeron M.
So that was the issue.
It wasn't compatible?
Yes. Don't have drivers for this.
Alright.
Kernel don't want to work with this CPU. but when I find a different distribution working,
Can't imagine why, but not just a question.
I don't know.
I mean, I know
We
that
can check this.
people install Windows on Macs, right, just for fun, but I was wondering if it's
This is
physically possible. Well, they have Intel
the
processors.
same production in China. This is the
Yeah.
same architecture.
Yeah, yeah,
Only Mac or
yeah,
IBM or something else.
yeah. That's what I was thinking right now. That they also have Intel processors. I'm actually thinking I'm going to try it. Like, give it a couple of weeks just for like the basic things, and see if. Well, because what I'm thinking, like, kind of thinking out loud. Why would I change now? For me personally, living in the world that we do, where I don't, of course I don't have an original, well, okay, this one actually does have original Windows, but the many times are we recording this? The many times my friends have installed Windows on their computers, you know, it's never been purchased. It's always been downloaded from who knows where,
Yeah.
right? But in a normal world where it would actually make a difference, I think I would consider, you know, Linux. If it's basically the same functionality for a regular user, and if I'm worried about, oh, you know what, I don't want to install anything that's not legal, then I would go
I
this
have a
way.
colleague who have 16 years old and won't see what is this Linux. Tell to me, learn me.
Mhm.
I install on him laptop Linux and this and don't have a problems. Can use it.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't have a problems. Have normal problems. What have users?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not because of Linux.
Because we have Windows everywhere.
Yeah.
We can use only this, but people scare when have something new, something different. Don't know that.
Yeah. And I don't think it's like that different from what we saw, right? Of course, we just saw, you know, a couple of minutes of it, but I remember, well, I don't know, 10 years ago, when Linux didn't really have like a graphics interface, and it was the console only. So that was really scary because Windows was already whatever it might have been 95 or 98, but anyway, it was already graphic. So it was different. And then going back to the console, I remember, you know, DOS 6.2 or whatever, and it was scary as shit. If you didn't really know what you were doing, it wasn't fun to begin with. It was just.
Yes, but if you want to do something in console, you'll be faster.
Mhm.
You don't must waiting when window will be open.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Opening. When you have a problems, a CPU have 18%, then you can't waiting.
Mhm. No, like
Must
you
be
know,
fast because
the
you must
versions that we
do
saw
something.
right here are like really everyday simple and look pretty simple as well, and nice, not anything cheap or whatever. Free. I mean, it's free. I would definitely give it a try just for fun.
Sure. Me too.
If somebody want to install with me, we can create. I can make next meeting to install on our laptops.
Is it difficult to install it? What do you
No,
think?
but we can have two operating systems. We then have a bot menu.
Mhm.
I have a bot menu because when you have kernel to run system, we can choose who,
Yeah.
because we have new. Sometimes we can have something broken, then we can choose from past old version.
Mhm. Like restore.
We can have few versions. In Windows we have only one.
Yeah.
And in this menu we can have another operating systems.
Sounds good.
Linux can see a partition in NTFS. But when we want to see something on Linux partition, you must download program to this.
Okay.
At this moment we can read and write something. A few years ago we have problems with write. This moment we have all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking of just installing it on a pen drive and just when I'm not doing anything.
If
I
you
need
want to
special
learn
software for it.
Linux, if you want to change something, you must install only one system, only one operating system.
Mm-hmm.
I do that. Long
Yeah,
time
and
ago.
then you don't
Then
escape
I
back.
must
Exactly.
do this, and I must find solve that
Yeah.
problem company who can repair this. At this moment, support for Linux is very simple, and many companies have people like me who can repair
Mm-hmm.
it.
Sounds good.
Alright. Let's give it a try.
More questions?
I don't have any other questions. Not for now, at least.
Because we have only 2 hours.
Mhm.
No question.
Okay. Thank you for your arrival.
Thank you to
Thank you for your time.